Hi everyone, welcome to the PartCAD demo. In this demo, we're going to see how AI features work in PartCAD. This is the first AI features. There will be a lot more, but let's see what we have so far. So for this demo, we're going to use Visual Studio Code. In this Visual Studio Code, we will have an empty workspace with no files in it. It's not a big deal if you have some files in your workspace already. Maybe you already have a big project, that's fine. But I'm going to show how you add PartCAD from scratch. Like if you didn't do any PartCAD in your project, this is how you start. So you are going to need a Python environment. So you can see I used Python 3.10. That's the minimum version you need to have PartCAD working. And I have PartCAD extension installed already. The way to install it is you go to Extension Marketplace, you search for PartCAD, and there it is. You can see I have it installed, as well as 500 other people who already tried using PartCAD. So here you can see some instructions. Let's not go through them right now. Let's go back to our demo. Let's go to PartCAD extension. So when you turn it on, it's gonna try to initialize a PartCAD context. Whatever that means, basically what you get is some messages that the PartCAD YAML file is not found in this project. Well, of course you don't have it. So PartCAD is going to offer you some next steps, and the first one is what you need. You want to create a package. There you go. It created PartCAD.yaml file for you. This is a file where all parts and assemblies are maintained, all interfaces, providers, whatever. PartCAD has lots of features, and I'm going to go through them right now. You can see a dependency here. That's the public repository where all public PartCAD parts and assemblies are currently published. It shows up in the Explorer over here. You can browse through it. There is a lot of interesting stuff there. Let's not go through that in the demo. So in the Explorer, there are some action items, and the third one is what we want to try. Generate a part with AI. Before I click it, I want to show that I went to Preferences, to Settings, look up the PartCAD settings. Debug is something that you want to use in two cases. First, if you develop PartCAD, and second, if you are curious and you're playing with some AI features, you want to see the prompts and responses that are happening under the hood of PartCAD. So debug verbosity gives you that. It gives you visibility into both prompts and responses. But also API keys is what you need to make it working. So I have some keys set over here. So you want to go and create API keys for yourself using your own personal accounts or your business accounts. Set them here in the settings, and PartCAD will be able to query the corresponding provider. Now let's actually get started. So generate a part with AI. PartCAD can generate OpenSCAD, CadQuery, and it's actually making good first steps in generated build 1-3D as well. But let's not do that in this demo. In this demo, we'll go with CadQuery. OpenSCAD works as well. It works pretty well. If you want to learn how to write OpenSCAD, go do that. We're gonna try and learn how to do CadQuery in this demo. So I selected CadQuery. Now I need to select the file name. Let's call it hexagon.py. CadQuery is based on Python, so the file has to be .py. And now it asks, what am I going to use? I have Google API key. I have OpenAI API key, and I actually have a Llama installed locally. You might want to try that as well if you have beefy hardware. So let's go with OpenAI. Now I need to describe my part. So, well, I don't have much to say right now. I want to create a hexagon. Just a couple of days, there was someone asking how to create a hexagon on Reddit in a OpenSCAD channel though. But let's do the same for CadQuery. So this is what happened to your PartCAD YAML. A hexagon part showed up here, and it's supposed to be generated with AI, and OpenAI will be used. So that's all that happened so far. The part showed up here in the Explorer. PartCAD did not generate it yet because PartCAD does everything on demand. So now I'm going to click on hexagon. This is going to be the moment when PartCAD will try to render the part for me, and that's when it's going to need the part definition for the first time, and that's when it's going to generate it. So I'm clicking here. OCB CAD viewer shows up. If you're doing this for the first time, you may experience some issues with OCB CAD viewer. It might want to try and install its own Python counterpart, the Python module. Well, you go do that. Agree with the suggestion from the OCB CAD viewer to install the Python module. You just might need to restart Visual Studio Code after that. OCB CAD viewer is under development, just like PartCAD is, and that's just the state of affairs at the time of this demo. When you are watching it, the problem will probably be gone already. So that's our hexagon. Nice part, but I want it a little thicker. So first of all, let's see the script it generated. There you go. That's the CadQuery script to create a hexagon like this. And look, thickness is 1. I don't like 1. I want 5. I saved it. There you go. It's 5. So I can make any changes I want. Well, that's what Visual Studio Code is for. You change your files. When you change your files, the updates get rendered. But if you don't know how to make the change yourself, you can ask ChatGPT to do that for you. So you see we are using ChatGPT here. I can say what to change. Make a round 5mm hole in the center of hexagon. See how I didn't specify explicitly where the center of which side. Let's see if it figures out. Some things happen under the hood. Lots of actions are being made. There you go. It did what I wanted it to do. Great, great. Now make around 2mm hole in the side of the hexagon. So honestly, I would not be able to do that in CadQuery. I'm working with CadQuery scripts for quite a long time already. I never learned how to write CadQuery myself. Never needed to. ChatGPT does it just great for me. So, if you want to learn how to do CadQuery, try using PartCAD for that, or just use PartCAD and you don't need to learn how to write CadQuery. That's an option as well. Well, this is how you create 3D models using AI in PartCAD. That's all, folks. Enjoy, have fun.